back up. So what that mean? I'm on the road to success. Back to see the pack up.
When the police officer, he see us at the gate, he see me and my brother inside of the gate, moving around and doing what we doing. He flashed the light on us and he go to hollering, "Hey, y'all come here, come over here, come here, stop what you doing and come here now." So both of us, we stopped what we doing and start walking in his direction because his direction is where our exit is. My brother is in front of me. I'm walking behind him, and I'm trying to tell him, and it looks like he gonna walk to the officer. It look like he following the commands, like he gonna go and see what the officer want. I tell my brother, I'm like, bro, come on. I hit him on the back, boom. I turn the other way. I get the hauling ass. I'm running. We run through this field, but there's a gate. There's a small gate that a tree has fell on, and it left an opening in the gate. So we got to jump the gate to get to the other side. We in this field and we don't know what's on the other side because this is not the escape route that we chose on. So we run. When I jump over the gate, my leg get caught in something in the gate. In the gate, my leg get caught and I'm going so fast that I end up hitting the ground. Boom. I can tell my little brother is behind me waiting on me to get up, but I'm just telling because we still hear the officer screaming. I tell my little brother, bro, go ahead, go, keep going. I feel him jump over the gate and land on my back. He land on my back with his feet and keep going. He keep running. And this is more important to me because even if I get caught, he gotta get away. You know what I mean? I can't be the reason he get jammed up. So we out of there. We run through the field. We run through the field. We run through the field and we come out on the other side on the main street, right? Now it's about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's very little traffic. You might see a car every now and then going up and down Moreland, but other than that, there's no like real traffic coming around. We got on all black walking up and down the street. Now once we done cleared the gates that we done need to get over and we get on the street, we start running. We done threw the tools down, whatever we were using, we done threw it down. But we still got on all black and we stopped running and we just walking normal, trying to look normal at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? I hear a motor coming. When I hear the motor coming, just off the rip, just being paranoid, I think it's the police. So I get to looking around which way I'm gonna run and which way I'm gonna hide. But I gotta keep in mind that I got my younger brother with me. I don't know if he's used to running like I'm used to running. You know what I mean? When I run, I get away. But I don't want to run and he don't get away. I hear the motor coming and I want to run because the way the motor sound like it's coming with a purpose, like it's coming for something, right? I can see the headlights of the car that's coming. And what I'm preparing to do is when the car get close, I'm gonna go on and strike out then. And I'm telling my little brother, like, bro, just whenever I go, you go after me. He like, all right, cool. When the car pull up, he stopped, and it's my homeboy in the car. It really had done shot me, you know what I mean? But I was glad to see him. He like, hey, White, y'all get y'all ass in. Y'all get y'all ass in. Me and bro run, we jump in the car. I don't remember how he found out that we were in distress, but he told me, yeah, man, bro told me y'all was over here, man. Y'all nigga got the spot hot. Get in. So we get in the car, bro pull off on the 24. He had a yak, old school yak. Old school yak is a Pontiac. He had a Pontiac Le Mans, and it was original because it had glow in the dark paint on the side and glow in the dark paint on the rims. So this you wouldn't know, you really couldn't, you know what I mean? You know this car from anywhere else. We in the car driving back to the hood, bro cussing us out the whole time. He cussing us out because we making the area hot. Every time you like with this place that we were trying to get, now that we weren't successful, they gonna like beef up their security. They might put a guard dog on the yard. They might hire security. They might put an electric fence around. So stuff that was sweet, it ain't sweet no more because we around there messing up, tampering and stuff. My homeboy cussing me out the whole time, whole way to the yard. I'm just sitting down listening to it because what he's saying is true, but I needed some money. You know what I mean? I need some money, man. And every time I be trying to put together something with this, put something together with the crew, something don't be going right. So I wanted some money. So bro, really right. He really he ain't chumping me off, but he giving me a tongue lash and telling me about what's going on. And again, like I told y'all, it's so crazy because we never considered that what we were doing was wrong. So even while he is like getting on us, it's along the lines of, man, what y'all doing, man? Y'all out here, y'all, bro, y'all don't know what y'all doing, bro. Y'all gonna make the spot hot. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get no money. You out here, this, that, again. Y'all ain't in no car. Just everything wrong, bro. Y'all just out here willy nilly. And what he's saying is true. But what I'm trying to relay is he wasn't getting on us as in, hey man, why y'all out here at 3 o'clock in the morning stealing folks shit? It wasn't that at all. He was getting on us as in, bro, y'all ain't following the rule, bro. Y'all gonna mess up the crew, man. Y'all gonna mess up the lit, bro. Y'all tripping. You see what I'm saying? So as I done told you guys before, when you out there doing wrong and you get so used to doing wrong, your conscience is just like a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more is gone until you have none. And eventually you're not even doing no wrong no more. It's like you out here working for your fam. You trying to put something together. So we go back to the house. I'm upset, man. I'm upset. I almost got bruh jammed up. He gone home. We get to planning our next lick. Now we get to planning our next lick. It's four of us. It's me, my two brothers, and I didn't take big this time. We introduced my homeboy Walt Baby. That's my homeboy Walt that I told y'all about before. Rest in peace, Walt Baby, man. I did a story on him a little bit earlier. He no longer with us, but Walt hit me up like, man, he needed to make some money. And when people hit me up like they need to make some money, unfortunately, like most of the time they knew that I was just down for anything, so they knew what that meant. That meant we need to go knock something off. We need to go take somebody off. We need to go take what don't belong to us. That's what gets some money, man. So I tell homeboy Walt, baby, I'm like, cool, we can do something. I know a spot, you know what I mean? I know a move we can pull. It's guaranteed. I run it down to him. He cool with it. I'm like, cool. We end up we do our thing. We put everything together, dressing all black, do what we about to do, get ready to go on out and get us some money. The lit go flawless. When we get there probably around about 2 o'clock in the morning, make sure everybody is gone. And we don't leave till probably about around 7 o'clock in the morning when the sun is just getting ready to start coming up. Soon as we get there, we secure the exit plan, know which way we gonna go if it get hot, know which way we gonna transport stuff. We get in there, we found the treasure that we looking for. I said treasure, like we treasure hunting, you know what I mean? And everybody, it was enough for everybody to get a couple grand in merchandise, right? So we got a whole line, we got a whole like program going. This person doing this person doing this. Like me, I might be getting this from over here, wheeling the cart all the way to the gate. Somebody on the outside of the gate taking the stuff, loading it up on one of the trucks, right? We doing all this, like we got a person taking the stuff home, taking it back to Lila Valley, unloading it, coming back to us when the stuff is loaded up and we still working. We got somebody, you know what I mean? So we actually we in our mind, we doing our thing. We working all night, right? It go good. By 7 o'clock, everybody good. Everybody got a stash to get maybe 1,500, 2 G's worth of money with the stuff that we got, right? Everybody leave. Uh uh my two little brothers, everybody, we had a everybody had their own like stash house in Lilo Valley. The abandoned houses over in Lilo Valley, over in Thomasville. Like everybody had, me and my little brother had a stash house. Actually, me and my two little brothers had a stash house. Big had his own stash house. Walt Baby took his merchandise and he went on about his business. He said he wasn't gonna turn his in yet, right? He had some other kind of plan in his head, which is cool. But me, I came to get paid. That's the whole reason I'm out here tonight. So I ain't with that sitting on no merchandise. We got the money last night. I want to go and get the money in the. We got the merchandise last night. I want to go get the money in the morning, as soon as the recycling place open. So that's what we do, man. Now, again, like I told y'all, this is always the nervous part because I got to use my ID. We going up there to turn in my stuff, so we gonna use my ID, and it's all good. We ain't thinking nothing about it. It's my turn. It's my money, so that's why we going. That's why it's my ID we use. When we pull up to the recycling place, now mind you, I haven't been here 2 or 3 times before. I come in, unload the whatever I got onto the scale. They tell me to go to the cashier. Cashier cut me a check, man. I'm not even there 10 minutes. I'm not even there 10 minutes. Same thing. As I enter the recycling center, I'm already nervous because I know it's me that gotta turn in my ID, and which can mean that anything go wrong, they ain't gotta look for nobody. They know who they looking for. It's a warrant off the rip, right? So I go in. When I go in, I go up to the cashier and I can tell that something is a little off. When we first go in the recycling center, there's this little red C10 Chevy truck, like a little S10 Chevy truck sitting off to the side. And there's an old black dude sitting in there. I still remember he had on like a red plaid shirt. I can't remember if he had on the hat, but he just sitting there. And the reason why I noticed him is because a lot of times when you come into the recycling center, there's a line. You gotta wait in line behind the other trucks trying to turn their stuff in. So when we come in, I see that it's empty. It ain't no line. All it is this one truck, and he ain't even in line. That's why I noticed him the way that I did. Boom. I go up, me and my brothers, we unload all the stuff off the truck, and once we unload all the stuff from the truck to the scale, my brothers pull the truck on back to the parking lot, and I go and give the cashier my ID. As I'm talking to the cashier, I could tell that he being kind of kind of tight with me. When you doing stuff like, well, I don't know, this me, what I'm doing anyway, what I'm trying to do is what I call checking the temperature. I'm asking questions to see what the response is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I go in, I'd be like, hey man, what's going on? Y'all good today? Most of the time, like I said, I done been here 2, 3 times before. If I speak, they be like, hey man, what's going on, boy? Y'all good, y'all doing y'all thing, and you got you some, yeah, boy, you finna go get paid. But this time when I come in, like I said, they're a little tight. They're a little short on words. Like, hey, good morning. Morning. It's like, okay. I might ask for something else. Like, hey, what time y'all closing today? We closing at 4:30. Okay, just give me what I say. Give me the answer I need, and that's it, right? Cool. I don't think nothing about it. So as I'm standing there with the cashier, I noticed that it's taking a little time. I done looked at him, I done caught eye contact with him, right? I'm trying not to make myself, so I'm already nervous when I go in, so I'm telling myself that I'm tripping because I'm already nervous when I go in. So anything that go on, I'm just feeling like I'm nervous anyway. So I'm telling myself, I'm talking myself out of being nervous. Whole time I'm up there, I keep on looking at the front of the scrap yard. Now, where I'm at on Moreland, For some reason, 3 different cities respond to a police call there. You got Lake City, you got Clayton County, and then you got DeKalb County. All of them respond on Moreland. I don't know why at this certain place where I'm at, right? So I keep on looking at the front of the door. I done caught the eye contact with the man behind the cash register. He tell me, man, my fault, man. The machine done went down. I'm finna reboot it. Finna reboot it. Now my chest is my heart is, because again, I know everything's stolen. See, what happens is most of the time these places that we stealing from, they open up around, if they early, they open at 9. But most of them open around 10 o'clock. They're gonna open around 10 o'clock, but the scrapyard open at 7 o'clock. So our plan is to be in the scrapyard and be done got our money and left before anything has been found out or reported missing. So even if it's reported missing after we done got the money, we don't give a damn about that. I already got warrants in 2 or 3 counties. What's important to me is the money. I don't care about, you know what I'm saying, about nothing else. So y'all can have the warrants. I just don't need to get caught on the scene. You see what I'm saying? So he tell me that the computer went down. And you know, I'm already scared. I'm nervous. I keep looking at the front. Now I'm getting the attitude. I'm thinking like, y'all computer went down. Man, how y'all this scrap metal, man? It's 20, it's 2000, 2002, whatever. Nah, I can't, cause I ain't get out the '07. So it's '09, '10, or whatever year this is, and y'all ain't got good computers. Y'all got these fat back Dells in here. Y'all ain't got no flat screens or whatever. What you mean the computer? You gotta reboot it. They don't reboot stuff no more. Get some internet. So I'm sitting there. I'm thinking. I'm waiting on this thing. But now he got my ID. They can't get my ID. They get my ID and the check at the same time. They doing their thing. I'm waiting. I'm trying to be patient. It finally reboot. They reboot. The man doing his typing. I look up again. I done caught eye contact with him again. Now I know something up. I look over to this side, to the other cashier, the same dude with the checkered shirt who was sitting in the S10. He done got out. He's standing at the cashier. Me and him catch eye contact. I'm thinking like, why am I catching eye contact with him? He doing his business over there. I'm doing my business over here. Why is I'm catching eye contact with him? When I catch it, it's like 3-4 seconds long. It ain't just no. It ain't like that. It's a couple seconds, right? So I know something up. As I'm still trying to talk myself out of being nervous, I look up, man. There is a black and white Crown Vic with the lights on it. Then turn the corner, pulling into the lights not on, but he just got the lights on the car. It done turned into the recycling center. They coming up. Ooh, I watched the car come up for maybe 3-4 seconds, and like so much stuff is going through my head. What I normally do is just run. I don't ask no questions. I just run, and that's how I survive up to this point. That's how I get away to see another day. I see the car making the car coming up. I watch for 3 or 4 seconds. I barely sounded that thing. I jump off the ledge. Boom, get out of there. I'm running so fast. I'm trying to get away. I got to make this turn, and it's a one way in, one way out, because I got to run past the police car. I'm talking about as soon as I jump down, I hit the curb. I'm gone. I'm running so fast. I can see the police car open, but it's just a blur. Because as I cut the corner, I see the police car open, but it's a blur. I don't even see the officer. I'm gone. I know my brothers see me running, so in my head, I'm like, they see me gone. They should just go and get the hell on too. I run down to the Moreland. You know, Moreland got 2 or 3 lanes going this way, 2 or 3 lanes going that way. You know, on the other side, I run down, I check, see it. I don't know what the police officer doing behind me. Lanes clear. I haul ass across the lanes. Boom. I run up to the first street. I think it's like Slate or Slatton or something like that. Run down the street, bust the first left, and I can see where there's a little trail lead up to the railroad tracks. I jump on the railroad track. This made me feel good. I know I can't be followed. I jump on the railroad tracks, and about 20 minutes straight, I done slowed down to like a jog, but I'm gone. About 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right? Once I don't know where I'm at and I feel like I'm good and safe, I get off of there, call my brothers. My brother, I tell them where I'm at, they come to pick me up. They come pick me up, man. Whole time I'm winded. I done sat down under a tree. I'm looking around. I'm paranoid, making sure ain't nobody following me. It's just a criminal life, that I live. It's pathetic, but it is what it is. And I'm also upset because I done turned all my merchandise. My brother them still got their merchandise. I done turned all my merchandise in. Ain't gonna get no money for it. They got my ID, so I'm gonna have a warrant. It's just all bad for me today. You know what I mean? And I'm out here stranded. Brother them come get me 20, about 15, 20 minutes later, brother them come get me. I'm asking them like, man, what happened? They say, man, they said when they pulled in, they said when the officer pulled in, said it wasn't one officer, old, fat white dude. Say he probably about 55 years old. They said when he got out the car and he looked at me, he stepped out the car and looked at me, and he ain't make another move. He just watched me haul ass, and he don't know what's going on. He closed the door, had his little notepad. He closed the door and walked up to where the cashiers was at. He asked them a couple of questions. They parked out. He said they pointed out to where we were parked at. He said the officer waved us over. We came over, man, and he took a little statement from us. Said we told him that we bought the merchandise from a guy on the street for $100. We signed the statements, and that was it. He asked us, he was like, man, why that guy run? Y'all know that guy? We were like, yeah, that's my brother. We don't know why he ran. He was like, oh, okay. Well, if you see him, just let him know, man. I'd like to get a statement from him, and that's it. And I'm like, are you serious? He was like, that was it. I'm like, so what about the merchandise? He was like, it was stolen, so they can't give it back. But they got your ID and everything, so they don't know why you ran. You know what I mean? It was just that just is what it is, right? So now I'm feeling like a real dummy because just on my instincts alone, that's just what it told me to do. You know what I mean? What my instincts told, that's how I stay out of trouble. I don't ask no questions. I get up out of there. My brothers them a little while later, my brothers them sat on their stuff for a little while. They went somewhere else and they was able to turn in and get some pretty decent money for they load. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything. My homeboy Walt Baby, I remember that my homeboy Walt Baby and my younger brother had sort of a falling out because one thing about my homeboy Walt, he one thing I can respect about him, like I know he had respect for me. I know he kind of, in a way, he looked up to me. He might have just straight looked up to me, But as we got older, that stuff kind of fade. You don't be looking up to people no more. But it don't matter how much respect Walt Baby had for you. He gonna keep it 100% real. You can be his idol, and if you want some fuck shit, he just gonna be like, "Oh hell no, white hell no, why hell no, I ain't doing that." You know what I mean? You could be, but y'all could be best friends. You could be, bruh, ain't got no sucker in them. Period. You know what I'm saying? You can't. So what happens is, I remember that it had to be something like me and my brother maybe had done. Maybe we turned in our load together, or my brother had something in his load, but for some reason it was like my brother tried to negotiate with Walt Baby to come back, and because he like, listen, man, we took our load up there and we had some misfortune, so we need to like bring everything back in and then do an even cut like that. And that kind of wasn't right. I can understand that. I might even have that wrong. But Walt Baby was like, but hell no. Hell no. Everybody got a cut. We did what we said we were gonna do. Everybody got the cut that they said they were gonna get. But it's over with. I'm not coming back. I'm not giving you, if y'all dumbass nigga that went and got caught up, I'm not coming and giving up my money for that. And he was right. You know what I mean? He was right by all means. So they end up being a little tension with my brother and Walt Baby on that little bit, and we never end up doing no more licks together, man. Which probably was a good thing. Like I said, man, God bless the dead, man. Rest in peace to my homeboy Walt. I want to say about a year or two later, man, after I had turned myself in, and on the second time I went to prison, I was down in Clayton County, and I'm down in Clayton County jail. I had became a trustee. So when you become a trustee, you can float basically throughout the jail without an officer. And they called me to go to intake. Now, when you are called to go to intake in the county jail, it's normally not a good thing. They call you to intake if you they give your ID is this wristband with your name on it. If that comes off, if you cut it off, if it come off for some reason, they'll send you back to ID or intake to get another one. Or if you have been hit with a charge, say like you go and shoot somebody and they don't die, and then you just go to jail for aggravated assault, and then that person die in the hospital, even though you already been booked in the jail, say like you was in there for aggravated assault, they gonna call you back down to intake because that person died, and they gonna give you a murder charge. You're gonna sign some more papers. You see what I'm saying? You got to go back to intake. You're gonna be updated. So most of the time when you get called to intake, it is not a good thing. They call me to intake. When they call me to intake, I see this young white dude and this old white lady, both of them tall. The young white dude got I call him young because he didn't have a lot of hair on his face. He had like a thin mustache. He didn't have really none of this. And you could just see the youthfulness in him. May have been, fresh out the army or something. And the lady, she was like kind of masculine, but she was sitting there with her legs crossed, had like a like a box style haircut. Just sitting there with her arms crossed, her legs crossed. She was just sitting there. She wasn't really saying much. When I come in, they got a file on a table with my name on it. And I just want to mention that they never opened the folder. They got a folder on a table with my name on it. I guess this is my file, but they never opened it, right? It looked like it got some papers in there. So they started off asking me how I'm doing, how my stay was, that's yada, 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 yada. And I kind of know what they here for, but I don't. So the young officer asked me, listen, we had a burglary that happened over yada yada yada, and over here this was taken and this was taken, and then later on that day, you went and turned in an ID for some of this stolen property. They like, you remember that? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. I'm like, we bought some stuff from this crackhead. He had some stuff. We gave him $100, and he gave us the whole load. They said, so is there any reason why we got your fingerprints off the premises? And see, me knowing what I know now about the criminal, when I was doing criminal stuff, then I was a little bit more game tight. So you couldn't run that by me. And one thing that I always knew just from watching TV, from being in trouble, that if the police came at you to ask you something, then they really don't have anything. They're trying to get you to tell on yourself. If they have something, they got a saying, what they say, you'll read about it. Meaning you're gonna get a warrant. It's gonna be a warrant. You're gonna get sent to ID to sign for some charges. The detectives don't come to you and talk to you once they have what they need to do what they're gonna do to you. They have no need to come and talk to you. If they come and talk to you, it's so that you can incriminate yourself, so that you can give a confession, so that you can trip yourself up in any kind of manner. So anytime they fishing, it means they have nothing, or they don't have enough, rather. So when he say, is there any reason why we got your fingerprints? I'm like, nah, ain't no way you got my finger. I ain't never been there. How could you get my fingerprints from there if I've never been there? I don't go there. I don't know. He ain't fight with it at all. Next thing he said, listen, he said, well, tell me this. He said, we got you on camera. He said, I see what y'all did. We got you on camera and we can put you on the scene. I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's just not possible. There's no way you got me on camera. When I'm going back and forth with the detective, I tell him, because I'm telling him, I'm like, show it to me. He like, you want us to go and get the tape and show? I'm like, show it to me. Bring me some still shots. Show me on camera, because we talking about at nighttime. And I know when we were doing stuff, we used to have masks on. We used to do the old school ninja mask. We used to do the old school ninja mask that, you know what I mean, that tie the shirt around your face. So, you know, and we'll work all night just like that. I'm gonna see if I can do it for y'all real. All right, now don't say nothing. I just pulled this shirt out the dirty clothes. But we just take a regular black shirt. Most of the time, it's the shirt that we have on. So when you go out to do some dirt, you have on 2 black shirts. So, you know, if you done some dirt, then this ain't new to you. This how we used to roll. We ain't have no money for no real balaclavas and ski masks. This how you used to roll, right? So, and we used to walk around the whole night like that on scene. If we had, you know, we had to bring some down, you just pull it down a little bit, but you never take your mask off. And me knowing that, I'm like, bro, you ain't got me on camera. Ain't no way you got me on camera. So looked like the female got a little irritated back there. And, you know, because me and the guy, we kind of like playing back and forth, and obviously I'm winning. I ain't gonna let you pin that on me. She like uncrossed her legs, uncrossed her arms. She sat up and was like, look, Mr. Morrison, you know, we ain't really come here to play games. If you ain't gonna tell us nothing, you ain't gonna give us nobody, because we know it's your crew did it. You ain't gonna give us nothing, then we just gonna put the charges on you, and you're gonna have to go down for the whole team. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm already in jail. I'm like, I get a court date. What shit? Do what you gotta do. They like, you sure that's the road you want to take? I'm like, shit, it is what it is. I know y'all ain't got nothing. I ain't done nothing. I ain't done that. They were like, all right, then we'll see you in court. I was like, all right, cool. They said you free to go. I turned around, popped out the door, walked out, never looked at them again. I've never seen them people again a day in my life. Walked back down to the dorm, went down there laughing, like, man, them folks trying to get me to confess on some old stuff on did. I don't know what going on. That was one of the times I had to run and didn't even really have to run, but it just so programmed in me to get up out of there. Can't afford to get caught, and got caught anyway. You know what I mean? But I thank y'all for tapping in. Listen, y'all make better decisions than I did, man. I started doing so much wrong that I literally had no conscience. Like taking something from somebody else, like especially if I didn't know who it was, if I couldn't put a face to it, then there was absolutely no chance, man. And you don't want to go down that road, because you know that's something you can't control. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. You're not gonna be able to stop it. You know what I mean? So thank God I got caught when I did. But I thank y'all for tapping in, man. Please like, subscribe, share the video. I'm gonna keep on dropping for y'all, and we're gonna be going live. All right, I see y'all a little bit.